So here's a short video using a sample bot just to show queue rules. So I will import the Blue Prism automation right here. It's a very small one. The dispatcher performer. So I'm just going to import that. And then as soon as those modals are done, I can hit refresh and it'll be there. So if we look at it, if I just look at this performer, I'm going to activate it, which among other things will allow us to see how we detected the action. So it's a work queue, get next item out of the work queue, and the name of the queue is division. And for the project, test 4 is the project. So this is on test 3. Let's go to test 4. So now I'm in test 4. Just in case, I'm going to delete any rules that might have been in this project before. So it's clean. I will generate rules. Again, they're very quick because this is a small set of data. And if I look under work queues, there's a couple of queues. One of them is division. That's the one we saw just a moment ago. Right here, we saw the division queue. And it's probably, I'm sure it's used in other steps as well. But I'm not going to set up that rule. I'll just leave it empty and take this performer and I will export it to Power Automate Desktop. I won't bother with the wizard. Just in summary, as I mentioned, we're not using any rules at all. So I'll continue out. What goes out is performer, and it apparently is calling this handle case as well, so it'll go with it. And off it goes. So that's running. I'm using the API. I hit refresh, we're done. And if I come over Power Automate, refresh, I should see it here. So there it is. Just so we don't mess up, I'm gonna call this no rules. And I accidentally sorted on name. Let me go back here. There we go. So no rules. Now, without rules, if we look at it, what Blueprint does is it will use a variable for the name in all the actions, and then it's up to you just to set that variable, declare and set the variable once. Okay. So as mentioned, pad work queue ID, that's the variable. Of course, it says it does not exist in every action that it was being used in. So I guess there's 3. And you can see right at the beginning, there's a to-do. So there's a to-do for me as a developer. Create and initialize the pad work queue ID variable with the queue ID of your target queue. So I'll just grab that name to make sure I get it correct. Copy and do a set variable. I'll just do it right at the top. Paste in the variable name and the queue ID. Once I do that, compiler errors are all gone and everything's good to go. So that's if I do not use rules. So let's go look at if we do use a rule. So I'll get out of there, back to Blueprint, and I will go to my rules, work queue rules, turn on the division, and I will put the work queue ID there. I will put the name there, save it off. So now I have an enabled rule, which has a correct pad queue set up. So now if I come down and pick division performer export, and we can see we're going to have the work queue rule being applied, and we will again send that over to Power Automate. Refresh, we're done. Power Automate, refresh. So I will rename that one to say rules. Once renamed, we'll open it up. And this time, there's no compiler errors. And as you can see here, it's using the Anton test queue.